was wrong. I shared how much I spent for my hotels going to Switzerland and London recently, and I said that I saved 72%, but I was wrong. It's even better. So let me go over the breakdown again and why it's better. We're doing 2 nights in Zurich, 3 nights in Lucerne, 1 night in Geneva, and 2 nights in London. We're literally coming down through Switzerland and then taking a train over to London for my daughter's graduation present. We did find a hotel in Zurich that we did pay cash for. It is a double room with a living area in between, and that's already booked. It's already booked in cash. It's been booked for several months. It was $1,100 for that room for the 2 nights, and this is really the only room that we are spending cash on in full now. After that, we're going to Lucerne. We have 3 nights there. My husband used his Capital One Venture X $300 credit. I also used my Capital One $300 credit, and we used points to offset the rest of that through Capital One. I, in the end, ended up spending $98 because I didn't have enough points to finish covering, but I spent $98, increasing my total right now to $1,198. We then are moving on to Geneva for 1 night. That hotel was going to cost us $535.02. My daughter had a $300 credit on her Chase Sapphire Preferred from the offer that was back in December, plus the $50 credit. So that offsets it by $350, leaving us with $185.02. Then we move on to the Hyatt in London. Is the Hyatt Blackfriars, and because I used points on it, I had 2 rooms for 2 nights each, so that's 4 total rooms, 4 total nights. I used all points on that, and that is covered in full. And then I booked the TWA at JFK for $418.69. Now, that also was going to be paid in cash, and we decided to stay there specifically because we're getting in at 11 o'clock at night and we're flying out the next day at around 12:30, I believe. But this is where it increases my savings. I booked that on the Chase Sapphire Reserve so I could get the 3x back, right? I didn't realize that my Chase Sapphire Reserve $300 credit came back this March, and it's because I did a product change in March. I applied for the card in like July or August, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I didn't remember that the $300 credit had come back to me already. So I got the $300 off of that charge. So instead of $418, I spent $118 on that hotel, technically. All in all, instead of 72%, we have now saved 77% on hotels. We spent $1,569 for hotels versus $6,688.37, which is what we would have spent out of pocket had we not had points and miles and all of these credits on all of these cards. 77% in savings. All because I spend money on these cards organically, and all because I have a few cards open that have major benefits, and I make sure to max out all of those benefits, and I even get bonus benefits when I forget about them. Not disappointed. Let me know in the comments what surprise you've had recently, because this was a surprise and a very pleasant one. I'd love to know. Until next time, happy travels.